Willow Ridge Asylum had been closed for 50 years, its windows shattered and halls empty, or so people thought. The hulking structure, once a bustling hub of psychiatry, now lay abandoned, a grim monument to a time best forgotten. Its once grand facade, now a crumbling shell, echoed with the ghostly whispers of its past. The asylum, nestled in the heart of Willow Ridge, was a chilling testament to the darker side of human nature. Its history was steeped in tales of neglect, mistreatment, and horrifying experiments. The locals would often speak in hushed tones of the spectral inhabitants who had never left. They whispered of ghostly figures wandering the vast grounds and eerie laughter echoing through the night. These stories of lingering spirits had been circulating for decades, sending shivers down the spines of even the bravest souls. Yet for some, the thrill of the unknown proved too strong to resist. Emma, Ryan, and Tyler, thrill-seekers with a penchant for the macabre, decided to see for themselves. The asylum loomed against the night sky, its silhouette fractured by vines and broken turrets. Emma, Ryan, and Tyler approached with trepidation, their hearts pounding like drums in the stillness of the night. The rusted gate creaked open, revealing a path shrouded in darkness. It was as if they were stepping into the mouth of a beast, its guttural growl the echoing silence of the abandoned asylum. Inside, the air was heavy, laden with a cocktail of decay and antiseptic, a ghost of the past clinging to the present. Their footsteps echoed ominously through the deserted corridors, each echo a chilling reminder that they were not alone. The flickering beams of their flashlights danced over the peeling wallpaper, revealing rusty gurneys and graffiti-covered walls that whispered tales of horror and despair. The asylum was a labyrinth, a maze of twisted corridors and forgotten rooms that seemed to breathe and pulse with a life of its own. The flickering lights created grotesque shadows that seemed to reach out for them, their gnarled fingers brushing against the edges of their sanity. As they ventured deeper into the bowels of the asylum, the eerie silence was shattered by faint giggles, distant and unsettling. The sound was like ice, chilling their spines and freezing their hearts. It was a laughter devoid of joy, a laughter that echoed the madness that once roamed these halls. Then came the sound of wheels creaking down the hall, a metallic groan that echoed through the silence. The sound was jarring, a stark reminder of the life that once thrived within these walls. It was a sound that belonged to the past, a ghostly echo that had no place in the present. Tyler laughed nervously, a hollow sound that bounced off the cold stone walls. But his laughter died in his throat as a gurney, untouched by human hands, rolled toward them. The sight was chilling, a sobering reminder of the stories that haunted these halls. It was a sight that spelled doom, a sight that marked the beginning of a night they would never forget. They ran, but the halls twisted and turned, leading them deeper instead of out. The asylum was a labyrinth, a bewildering maze of corridors that seemed to coil tighter with each desperate turn. The stench of decay grew stronger, a sickly sweet aroma that clung to the air like a ghost. The laughter continued, a chilling soundtrack to their frantic escape. Ryan, the eldest, urged them on, his voice hoarse with fear. The walls seemed to close in around them, their path lit only by the trembling beams of their flashlights. The gurney's wheels creaked in the distance, the sound growing louder, closer. The echo was a constant reminder of the unseen presence that lurked in the shadows, guiding the gurney with a spectral hand. The asylum was alive, its corridors pulsing with an unnatural energy that seemed to feed off their fear. The once empty halls now teemed with phantom figures, their whispers a chilling chorus of torment. The laughter grew louder, the giggles morphing into a manic cackle that echoed through the twisted halls. It was as if the asylum was laughing at them, mocking their futile attempts to escape. Suddenly, the ground beneath Emma shifted. She stumbled, her flashlight slipping from her grasp. It spun wildly, casting long shadows that danced across the cracked walls. Ryan and Tyler skidded to a halt, turning back to help their friend. But Emma was gone, her desperate cries swallowed by the darkness. The labyrinthine corridors of the asylum seemed to stretch into infinity, a never-ending maze of shadows and fear. Emma's flashlight lay where it fell, the beam cutting a lonely path through the darkness. It spun slowly, a solitary beacon of light in the pitch-black asylum. The laughter stopped, replaced by a deafening silence that seemed to echo their shock. The labyrinth had claimed its first victim, and the asylum stood silent, a grim monument to the terror that unfolded within its walls. The remaining two barely escaped, bursting into the cold night air with the sound of laughter echoing in their ears. Their hearts pounded as they stumbled through the overgrown grounds of the asylum, the terrifying events of the night forever etched in their minds. Emma, their vivacious companion, had vanished without a trace, swallowed by the eerie darkness of Willow Ridge. Ryan and Tyler, once thrill-seekers, were now haunted by their audacious curiosity. The chilling laughter and the spectral gurney were not simply tales spun by locals. They were real. The asylum held a dreadful secret, a macabre dance of shadows that unfolded each night, a terrifying spectacle they had witnessed firsthand. Emma was never found. Despite numerous searches and investigations, no trace of her ever emerged from the decrepit asylum. Willow Ridge, with its shattered windows and empty halls, remains a chilling presence on the outskirts of the town. A grim reminder of the night that transformed 3 adventure seekers into 2 tormented survivors. A cautionary tale to leave the past undisturbed. If you enjoyed this story, then you're just the kind of brave soul we're looking for. This tale of Willow Ridge Asylum is but a single thread in the vast tapestry of our Bone Chilling Chronicles. There are countless more stories to be told, each more spine-tingling than the last. Shadows that whisper secrets, specters that stalk the living, forbidden realms that defy understanding. They all await you in our grim chronicles. So if you seek the thrill of the unknown, the chill of the eerie, and the allure of the macabre, we invite you to subscribe and follow us. We promise your courage will be rewarded with tales that will keep you up at night, wondering what lurks in the shadows. Are you ready to step into the eerie unknown, to hear the whispers of the forgotten and the wails of the lost? Join us on TikTok and YouTube for more bone-chilling chronicles, if you dare.